What's up, man? My name is Vinnie Paz, Vinnie Paz, South Philly MC. You know, being around like, my father and mother playing like Al Green and shit like that, I was into music so early because my parents and my brothers that I was into music like before the average person is, because my brothers are 11 and 12 years older than me, so they were like heavily involved with music by the time I was 5 or 6 years old. So I was listening to like, I heard Sucker MCs in my brother's car in like '83. You know what I mean? And like Black Sabbath, metal stuff from my brother, and then hip hop stuff, and then soul stuff from my parents. So it's like I was just, I don't know that any of those things were like a direct influence on like the literal rhyme style or anything. You know what I mean? But I think like anything that works that way in my life, it's always subconscious. I'm never like affected by something as it happens ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I process things differently. It's not better or worse, but it's just different. The way my process is. Things that happened like 20 years ago are affecting my music. You know what I mean? Not 20 days ago. I don't like get fucking upset about like a stupid girl or something like that and like sulk and write a song. Like I'm unaffected. You know what I'm saying? Like my father died in '88. I'm probably still more affected by that than I am anything that happens to me. Once you go through hell, it's really hard to like be affected or saddened by certain other shit. You know what I mean? So it's like the career path in and of itself, never like turning down major label offers and doing it ourselves. I don't know that it's an obstacle because it's one that we chose, but it's the reality of it. Other people would see it as an obstacle. I was selling records out the trunk in the mid to late '90s. Hand-to-hand combat, using like the philosophy of the street and like drug dealing, but with music. I've seen the world so many times. I don't even remember how many times I've seen the world. I just got home from hip hop camp in the Czech Republic, rocking for 30,000 people. So it's like, it's still surreal. I'm still blessed every day to know that like I can take care of my mother and never had to work a job. You know what I mean? So like that in of itself, just defying the odds is why I was built in with obstacles. Like from a poor single parent home, that's an obstacle. Being from Philadelphia, when if you weren't from New York or LA, you know what I mean? Like in the '80s when shit was first popping, it started in the Bronx and then moved its way, to the West Coast. But if you weren't like, from the West Coast or New York, motherfuckers wasn't trying to hear you. There would be a different answer to that question if I came up in a different generation. These kids are so fucking stupid and disrespectful. Say shit like on the internet that would get your jaw broke in my era, because they're in fucking Iowa behind a computer. But I'd fucking break their jaw if they said it to me. So it's like, I don't care what my legacy is to them. Legacy to like my generation and shit. Like, I think my legacy has already been established. Not that I'm legendary, but my legacy has been established. You know what I mean? Selling 500,000 records without a record deal. Touring the world, you know what I mean? Taking care of myself and my moms. And if I'm remembered for that, it's being a good son and a good brother. That's what I want to be remembered for. No one can dictate, some motherfucker that would never have the balls to rap in his life. You know what I mean? Like critiquing my shit.